Hello, movie lovers everywhere. It's Bob. It's Friday afternoon here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yes, I'm a Canadian, and yes, I'm from Toronto, and I live on Cosburn Avenue. Let's talk about the movies I watched this week. Try not to make it too long. Get out the old trusty old book. All right. I watched the movie on Crave TV, movie channel here in Toronto, right? Rogers. I watched a movie called Motherless Brooklyn, 2019, and it stars well, it stars Bruce Willis. Yeah, and oh, see, I'm not prepared. Right off the friggin' bat. Norton, what's his name? Edward Norton? Yeah, Edward Norton, yeah. Well, he's in it, right? And he's got Tourette's, right? You know, he turns around and he's like that, right? And stuff like that. You know, those. Anyway, and Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is his mentor. Bruce Willis gets killed, and Edward Norton's character is a private detective. So was Bruce Willis, at that matter, a couple of other guys. They were all in his firm together. Bruce Willis had a private detective office, and they worked there. Now, Edward Norton's trying to find out who killed Bruce Willis. Now, this is not a bad movie, you know. I give it a 7. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. You know, the reason Bruce Willis is not in it, even though his name's in the starring department, is because he got killed within the first 5 or 10 minutes. Now, that's allowed, right, in Bruce Willis movies. So sometimes he's in movies and he's only in it for like 10 or 15 minutes. All right? You know, you all know that, most of you anyway. Now, I watched another movie on the movie channel on Crave TV. It was called Blood Quantum, 2019. A zombie virus, yeah, zombies decimates all of Earth's populations except the Mi'kmaq community of Red Crow. Now, this takes place, well, the movie takes place in Canada, right? Quebec, in the Indian Mi'kmaq's area. And so, in the beginning of the movie, it's an old guy, this guy's father, sheriff's father, catches fish. And he's gutting the fish, right? He's gutting it, pulling the guts out, throws the fish into a big pail, and then the fish that he gutted starts moving around. They start moving around in this pail. Whoa, ever crazy seeing these dead fish flopping all over. Anyway, yeah, so it's like zombies. Zombies, they bite people and stuff. So the only ones they can't kill off are these, the Mi'kmaq Indians. But I thought it was well done. I thought it was an all-right zombie movie. It's fun. Lots of blood and guts and necks getting ripped apart and guts flailing here and there, and zombies eating fat guys and all kinds of stuff. So it's funny. I enjoyed it. It was good for a laugh. And there's some really good parts in it. So I gave it an 8, a big 8. It was fun to watch. Yeah, Quantum. Blood Quantum. And I watched The Brave One. Here, yes, Brave One, 2007. Yes, with Jodie Foster and Terrence Howard. A female death wish. She's out for a walk with her boyfriend. They walk through this underpass. 3 guys are there. They beat the crap out of her, lay a beating on her, kill her boyfriend, stuff like that, right? So it's pretty good. It's pretty... Basic idea is a death wish. She wants revenge. And does she get it? Well, you're going to have to watch the movie. And then I watched that one. I watched this on Crave Rogers TV too. I think I did anyway. What's it called? La Llorona? Yeah, Linda Cardinelli. She's been in a few movies. I like her. She was in The Green Book. That's his wife. The driver. What's his name? She stays at home and stuff like that. Yeah, she's a good actress. I like her. I forget what I saw her mainly in. Was it a TV show? I can't remember. But yeah, it's about the lady in white. She likes taking kids and she burns them with her hands and she drowns them and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of scary shit out of you movie. I give it a 7. Yep. And then I watched Red. Red. Bruce Willis is in this movie a lot. And what's her name? Helen Mirren. Yeah, they're older. They're retired. Bunch of retired secret agents, CIA agents, stuff like that. And they're trying to. They got a thing. They heard about a thing trying to kill a vice president, so they're looking into it, stuff like that. So then he meets up with a lady that he talks to on the phone all the time, and that, right? And she hooks up with him, and she's on the run with him. Bruce Willis' character is trying to save her and stuff like that. So yeah, he really can't tell you too much about that movie either. It'll spoil it. Most of you probably already saw it. So Bruce Willis, yeah, Red. I think there was another Red, wasn't there? Something Red, something a year or so ago, later. This is from a graphic novel. I'm pretty sure it's a graphic novel. But yeah, so I gave it a 7. It's all right. And then I watched Gangsters #1. Made over in England. Yeah, over there in England when you can't understand what they're saying. Gangsters #1, Malcolm McDowell. Flashbacks. He's a punk. He's a hood, right? So he decides to kind of like take over. Some 30 years later, 25 years later, the guy that was in charge gets out of jail, and he comes back. So it starts to bother the gangster #1. But yeah, but it's what's that word? Brutality. Yeah, he uses an axe and saw and stuff on people. So yeah, it's a little bit bloody. It's not bad. I gave it a 6. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell, Gangsters #1, 2001. And then I watched the TCM movie, The Killer That Stalked New York. Yeah, film noir. Well, it is and it's not. Yeah. Police search for a woman who may be carrying deadly smallpox germs. Dorothy Malone. Give it a 7. That's pretty interesting. She's really a diamond. She's got a diamonds, and she's trying to smuggle diamonds into New York and all that. But meanwhile, she was already out there in some foreign land, and she picked up the smallpox. Now she's the carrier, right? So every time she meets somebody here, breathes on somebody, they get smallpox. Interesting movie. Give it a 7. Yeah, The Killer That Stalked New York. And then I got Dead in the Water. This one here, Dead in the Water, 2020, I think it is. Two girls go away. Two girls go away to one of their cottages, right? Their parents' cottage. She gets dumped, so they both go to the cottage to get drunk and smoke dope and, relax, go swimming and stuff. And then this guy shows up out of the blue, right? And there's 3 of them at the cottage. And the stuff starts happening to this one girl. And she thinks that somebody's, they're stealing her stuff. And where's my toothbrush? And weird shit starts. But overall, above all, everything else, it gets an hour into it, it's still sitting there going, what's going on here? What's happening here? Is anything going to be happening here or what? An hour later, right? So, yeah, so I give it a 3. Just a 3. Yeah, it's boring, so it gets a 3. Nothing happens to the end, so you may as well fast forward it to an hour later and find out what the hell's going on. All right, what else did I watch? Oh, of course I watched this. Justice League, 2017. Gal Gadot, how do you say her name? And Henry Cavill. Yeah. They decided to bring Superman back to life because his character's running around beating the shit out of everybody. He's called Steppenwolf. It's a good name for a rock band, eh? Steppenwolf. But, yeah, so everybody knows the Justice League, right? It's fun watching Batman trying to hook up with Aquaman, The Flash, and, Wonder Woman and Cyborg, and Superman comes back to life. Yeah. Superman died, and he comes back to life here, right? Everybody in their right mind knew that was going to happen. But, yeah, Justice League. It's all right. It's a 7. No big deal. 7. That's it, people. 7. And this one, last but not least, is Hearts in Atlantis, 2001. Stephen King. A couple of short stories kind of put together. You end up with this movie. Stars Anthony Hopkins and what's his name? Anton Yelchin. I fucked that up again. He's a young guy that was starring in that Star Wars movie a few years ago. Yeah, he's got out of his car, and his car rolled down the hill and pinned him against his metal fence, and he passed away. Yeah, that was a few years ago, not too long ago, a few years ago. Yeah, what's his name? I forgot. Anton Yelchin. Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Anyway. He moves into a house with a young boy, he's 12 years old, Anton, and his mother, and he lives upstairs, right? And he's a strange character. And he tells the young guy, keep an eye on things. When you find strange things happening, let me know. You know, like posters going up around the neighborhood, you know, things like that. So the little boy reads him a newspaper article every day for a week. He gives him $1 a week, so his eyes are going on him. And it's an interesting movie. Most of the money saw it, but if you didn't, it's a worthwhile watch. I gave it a 7. Yeah, big 7. Of course, I watched the hockey games this week, the Leafs, right? And I've been watching Cobra Kai. You know, Cobra Kai on Netflix. Yeah, I watched that for the first 2 years, of course. And it's pretty good. It's a little corny, but a corny kind of good. It's hard to explain, but it's corny, but it's good at the same time. I mean, I like it. And now I'm on to season 3, right? And I think I'm on episode 5 or 6 now. But I noticed something. Episode 3 starts and it's going through the series, right? Episodes. And I'm thinking, well, wait, what happened to the black girl? You know, with the glasses, the tallish, bigger frame young girl? I liked her, right? Now season 3 starts and she's not in any of the episodes. And that kind of pisses me off. That's got nothing to do with much movies or anything. But I just had to say that. What happened to that young girl that was in Cobra Kai and, you know, talking to her friends, and she was a big part of the storyline as far as I was concerned. And then this season, season 3, no mention of her, nothing. No, nothing. I'm thinking, oh, what's going on here? I don't like it when the TV or anybody does that. There, she's in it for 2 years, and all of a sudden, that's it. She's gone. I don't like that. Don't like it. But anyway, that's ranting on Cobra Kai. So, nothing to do with movies. All right, people. Talk to you next week. Right now here in Toronto, of course, it's cold. Yeah, and when the wind blows, it bites you like a knife. Yeah, so it's cold. But anyway, I'll talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, right? Whatever you do, stay safe. Wear your mask. Yeah, I was out today, I wore my mask. Yeah, I went down today and mailed the package away into the post office. So, yeah, and then I went to Shoppers Drug Mart and got my drugs. Then I went to the variety store and got a bag of milk and a 2-liter bottle of Coke. I'm good for the weekend. All right, movie lovers over in Australia and Switzerland and Canada and the United States and Britain and England and Wales and all over the world. Keep watching those movies and stay safe. Later.